Okay, so how many people have heard a woman tell you something like, "You're such a great guy," but how many people have heard that? Anybody come across that
Sure,
phrase?
sure.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yup, yup.
You already know where this one's
I
going then. So basically, you were probably at the time, you say you're a good listener, they would tell you that, or you're a good guy that you checked in all the time, always texting. You always made sure that she felt comfortable and safe, right? You did everything right, essentially. Polite, considerate, respectful. You put in a lot of effort, of course. You were the nice guy, right? You showed her you cared. And then you got left for the guy who barely tries. Yeah, it's happened to everybody. And or worse, you get kept around her as like basically an orbiter. She'll call you a friend, but meantime, you're just the emotional tampon. She gives all her energy to the guys that treat her like shit. The quote assholes that she'll be crying about to you, essentially. And then the worst part of all this shit is that you sit there and wondering what the fuck. Why does she not take interest in you? You know, and a lot of men get stuck here. They think being the good guy is being dependable and thoughtful and emotionally open, and that's what women actually want. And to a certain extent, like, yes, of course, they would like that. But the part that they never tell you is that being nice alone doesn't get you respect, attraction, or love. It makes you overlooked. So basically, every woman. You're not getting rejected, or at least I should say, women don't reject nice guys because they're nice. You're getting rejected because that's all you have. Okay. It comes from a very submissive point of view, and I'll get into that later. Because being nice doesn't make you interesting, and it doesn't create attraction. It doesn't make a woman see you as somebody worth chasing. Okay. Niceness is expected out of everybody. It's like the baseline of how any decent human should act, but it's not something that actually sets you apart. Like being nice isn't above and beyond what everybody else does. Okay, you're just welcome to the pack. Everybody's cordial, everybody has manners, everybody is nice. The difference is you allow her to step all over you. Okay, and the moment a woman realizes that that's really all you have to offer, she'll put you in the same category as the other forgettable guys that she's met. And what women actually want, what they respect, is a man with a backbone. Okay, a man who leads, a man who's not afraid to tell her no, who doesn't let her get away with shit, who respects himself more, cares about himself more. Okay, nice guys don't do that ever. They go along with whatever a woman wants, even when it's inconvenient for them. They think being available or emotionally expressive and always putting her first is the way to win her over. And that's called approval seeking. And guys do that. Nice guys do the approval seeking for a connection. And the harsh truth is that the more a woman sees you bending over backwards for her, the less she values you. Think about it. You have her up on the pedestal to the point where her needs outweigh your own. How do you possibly get respect from a woman that way? And a woman will never love you until she can have some respect for you. Because respect means that you're above her in some way or another. Okay? You can't respect a man you can't look up to. You can look down on a nice guy because he values you more than himself. You understand? The dynamic is you're the submissive one. And deep down, she knows that the man who truly respects himself wouldn't act that way. He wouldn't prioritize her over his goals. He wouldn't let her dictate his time. He wouldn't tolerate the flakiness, the mixed signals, the disrespect. Those are all signs of low value. The men who attract and keep their respect, or the attract women and keep their respect, they don't chase that at all, dude. They don't wait for the permission. They're constantly leading. They have their own lives, their own ambitions, their own standards. And if a woman doesn't add value, they have no problem walking away. Women sense that outcome independence in a man. That's the difference. A nice guy makes her the center of his world. A man with self-respect makes himself the center of the world. He's on his journey. The irony in this shit is that women are most attracted to the second guy every single time, dude, no matter what society is going to tell you. And a lot of guys get this confused. They think that the solution is to stop being nice altogether. So you go through that phase of, she just crushed my hopes and dreams getting with another asshole, and she's getting played, and she can never see my value. I'm going to act like those guys. And you think that means, yeah, being an asshole yourself. They assume that men start assuming that women only want men who treat them poorly. So they go the opposite direction. You start to play games. You turn into like that. So I told you about, you act cold, you're dismissive. But that's the same kind of weakness as being overly nice, because both come from the same place. It's a lack. It's coming from a place of lack of confidence, a lack in general. Okay, the nice guy tries to win a woman over by being overly accommodating, hoping that kindness will earn her love, basing his behavior on what he thinks she wants, rather than just being a man who operates on his own terms. Real attraction isn't about being nice or mean. It's you just have to be solid, unshakable, putting yourself first. You understand? A woman who, or I should say, a man who gets respect from women and from other men doesn't try to be nice. Okay, he also doesn't go out of his way to be an asshole either. He just simply knows his worth. He has standards that he sets them and enforces them. He has boundaries. Think about like things like being able to say no, both to men and women. It doesn't matter. You can be a nice guy with guys, not just women, but women will punish you sexually for it. Okay, and now think about the guys women naturally gravitate towards. They aren't rude for no reason. They aren't playing a role or running some kind of manipulative strategy. They're just confident in themselves and they're not afraid to take the lead. And in a sense, they're selfish because they put themselves first above anybody else, which is what makes you attractive because you value yourself more than the other person. That puts them in a position to chase you. Okay. And what does that mean exactly? I have a couple bullet points here. They don't over explain themselves when they make decisions. If you say no to something, it's a no. Don't fucking justify or have to apologize for a decision you made. All right. You don't bend your schedule to accommodate a woman who doesn't respect your time. If she cancels last minute, you don't act hurt or upset. Just move on, dude. This person isn't worth the emotional reaction. Another one is don't beg for affection or attention, right? Some guys expect women to be doing this for you, but a woman will never beg until she starts to chase you. And if a woman doesn't give it to you, don't try harder to get it from her. Start to distance yourself. They should be freely handing you this if they're the ones chasing you. And guys also that are those confident dudes that think of themselves first, they don't let their emotions get the best of them either. If you get rejected, for example, you don't blow up like nice guys do, like, she's a fucking bitch. Anyways, I never liked her, blah, blah, blah. That's coming from a place of lack. You can handle a challenge with frame. You can maintain it. If a woman rejects you, dude, it's cool. It's whatever. It's no big deal. You brush it off. You're like, well, thank you. I just wanted to get your number. I understand. Yeah, that's great. You have a good day too. I just want to say you look beautiful in your dress. Bye-bye. And walk away, bro, as if it never affected you. That's all. And then she'll see you as more attractive after that. And because of that, they look at you differently. Women want to be with the men they admire. Full stop, dude. It's that simple. Men they can trust to handle themselves in any situation. You don't have to be emotionally rattled by every little thing that happens around you. And most nice guys don't give that energy off. That's the problem. You're too focused on making a woman happy instead of being someone she wants to be around, right? If you spent your life being the nice guy, you don't have to change who you are technically. You just have to stop making women the priority over your self-respect. This isn't like some major transformation you have to undergo. It's simply valuing yourself more. And women tell you this too all the time. And that's simple, dude. Just set boundaries, right? Or she'll keep breaking your heart, taking your resources, your time, your attention for free. She's a leech, and you're letting her suck free blood off of you. That means not accepting flaky behavior either. Making decisions without worrying if she approves, if you're already in a relationship, right? Or trying to get into one. Being agreeable for no reason if things don't even vibe with what you want to do. Say whatever you guys agreed on, right? You don't always have to just say yes to everything, okay? So then a simple question that you could ask yourself is, are your decisions, are your actions with this woman or a woman you're pursuing, is it coming from a place of confidence or is it coming from a place of needing validation? Because that sets the tone with how you naturally, subconsciously behave with a woman. If you're in the position of needing validation from a woman, you will place yourself subconsciously in a very, what's the word for it? I guess submissive, we could use that too. In a very submissive place compared to her. As opposed to if it's coming from a place of confidence, then you're the one that she's submitting to. Because all the games that they'll play, all the shit that they do, you won't have to deal with that with any woman. Even if she has no interest in you, if it's coming from a place of confidence, you kind of clear the board of all the bad actors, right? Any woman that's wasting your time, the flaky ones, the ones that don't hold conversation very well, not trying on text message, don't make it easier to meet if there's a cancellation because, life gets in the way, everybody's working. All these little things that show disinterest, the confident person wipes the board clean with these people. But the nice guy will keep trying to get another date, keep trying to keep the conversation going, keep trying to always engage with this person. Why? Because they need validation. But the confident dude, the guy that cares about himself more, the guy that's honestly selfish, which is what you need to be, that guy, it's coming from a place of confident. Dude, I don't need this person. She's replaceable. There's 5 others, whether it's true or not in the moment. But your time is more valuable than any woman's. That's the mentality you have to have.